Hi, I'm Mark Roberts, Game Director on Path of Exile. Today, we'd like to showcase two more unique items. First up we have the Auspex, an attire to drive your foes mad with. And then, a remake of a Path of Exile 1 classic, Facebreaker,
Let's go!
which provides a variety of ways to bring the ultimate beatdown on your enemies. These are both coming in Return of the Ancients.
Dude, do you think they're going to reinvent the meta with the Facebreakers? Or do you think it's just going to be generic increased? I mean, sure, dude, do you think it's going to be an entirely new mechanic? We're about to find out! We're about to find out!
In ancient times, a lost child was taken in by an Asmeri village. The Auspex of the village declared him an ill omen, as their crops soured and their days darkened. Thereafter, ravens gathered and mists descended. Following
This unique lore is fucking great. They got lore for the unique item, bro?
him, driving him deeper and deeper into madness.
Holy shit.
Harness that madness.
Okay, I'm gonna spoil it. There we go. Grants level 20 Mist Raven. 22. Okay, so it's got 1,000 evasion rating base. That's decent. 100 life. Okay, potent. 100% increased attribute requirement. So it requires 242 dexterity. Okay. Chance to deflect is lucky when on low life. Okay, enemies in your presence gain 1 grueling madness each second. What the fuck? Okay, what the fuck is grueling madness? I don't even know.
And become the Auspex yourself. Summon a singular Mist Raven, a minion that will ravage your...
Okay, summon a Mist Raven. Mist Raven, companion, persistent, physical, chaos. Okay, summons a mysterious, undamageable Mist Raven that can be commanded to dive at a target location, crashing through an otherworldly mirror and damaging enemies in an area. The Raven grants you a frenzy charge for each enemy it culls, and it's got Culling Strike. The minion uses your Culling Strike threshold. Also, it scales with your Culling Strike threshold. So that means it also scales with that other unique they added in. Although I don't know if that's a fuck. But wait, what did they? Remember that shit where you could stack it up and the guy was just walking around with 100% kill? 20% chance to gain a frenzy charge. You gain an additional frenzy charge. Okay. That's a lot of frenzy charges. Okay, so you got a consistent frenzy charge generator, although it's not going to work on a boss.
Your foes and cull enemies. The Mist Raven has a unique command skill.
Command Mirror Breaker. Cooldown time 12 seconds. Okay, summons a mysterious hunter. Okay, the same. Yep. Okay, same shit. Okay, so it's 12-second cooldown, 1,000% attack damage. Is that just a number they made up? I mean, it's a big number. 1,000%. It's just weird that it's a flat 1,000. Okay, a 12-second cooldown, 1,000 damage. Commits 70% of fizz to chaos damage. Impact radius is 2.5 meters. Grants you a frenzy charge when killing an enemy.
Which causes it to dive at your targets, shattering reality and creating an explosion of madness. Enemies killed by the Mist Raven will also grant you frenzy charges, giving the Raven extra utility. The Mist Raven also causes...
So this is the Grueling Madness debuff. So this ramps up. The first Grueling Madness on a target slows their movement speed by 15%. Each additional Grueling Madness instead increases the slowing potency of debuffs on targets by 10%, which affects both the first Grueling Madness and any other debuffs that are slowing the target. So it synergizes with slow builds. Isn't that like Slowmancer? Isn't the Chronomancer got a bunch of slow stuff? And a maximum of 10 Grueling Madness can be inflicted on each target. Targets will lose 1 Grueling Madness every 2 seconds. That passes without more being inflicted. Interesting. So it ramps up and then it deramps. Slow maxing. Okay. Okay. This sounds like either it's going to be kind of useless or it's going to be completely broken, right? You know how like people stack temp chains effect and it just breaks the game and like mobs just stop playing and you just kind of like you just basically you can't lose. There's a chance it's just going to be like that, or there's a chance where they've just nerfed the base slows in the game to the point where this does fuck all.
Enemies in your presence to gain Grueling Madness, a slowing debuff that empowers your other slows to be even more potent. Finally, the Auspex also makes your deflect chance lucky while you're on low life. It seems the Mist Raven does a good job of instilling fear in your enemies.
I mean, that's a pretty cool vibe, I must admit. That's a pretty fucking unique item. The fact that you put this like cool ass raven looking gear on, and then it actually gives you a raven that just flies around and does shit. That is kind of cool. Oh,
next up,
oh shit,
we have
Facebreaker.
Facebreaker.
Oh, dude, it's got a skill. It's got a skill. It's got like uppercut or something, hasn't it? It has an ability, bro. It's gonna consume chat. What's it gonna do?
The Ezamites and Eternal Empire have a bloody history. Some enjoyed the thrill of battle.
Facebreaker, stocky mitts. Okay, 8 to 12 physical damage per... Wait. 8 to 12, has 8 to 12 plus 3 to plus 4 per boss's face broken. The fuck? What? Wait, you got to kill? Wait, does it stack up permanently? Or what the fuck? What the fuck? What the helly? Okay. Increased stun build up 47%, 1% more unarmed damage per 5 strength. So it's a strength stacker. Multiplicative unarmed damage per 5 strength. Plus 3 to melee strike range while unarmed. Okay, it's quality of life because you haven't got a weapons for the range. Plus 1 armor per strength. Okay. That's a lot of armor, bro. If you're stacking, like what? How much strength in PoE 2 can you get? Like 1,000? That's 1,500 or something? What is that? Like, it's like 1,000 blood armor. Like 200? 600 plus easy. Okay. Can attack as though you're using a one-handed mace while both your hand slots are empty. So it counts as a fucking mace. So you get to use mace attacks. On attacks that would use an equipped one-handed mace damage, use this item's damage. Okay, so strength stack, you get tons of armor, you get multiplied damage. You gotta break the fucking boss's face. It doesn't have an ability. I want to see what. Let's find out.
A little more than others. Follow in the footsteps of the Red Wolf with his legendary gloves. While equipped and your hands are empty, you can use all mace skills with just your fists.
Weak.
This is the ultimate SmackDown unique.
You look pretty sick. He does look sick, dude.
Got you.
As you progress through the campaign, you too can collect teeth of enemies you've pulverized.
So
As you break their faces.
Wait, it's legitimately like a permanent buff that you go around and hunt things. That's like a natural ramp. That's interesting. How do you know which ones you haven't got, though? I guess we'll find out. Each boss encounter icon on the world screen is a face which can be broken by beating the encounter. Rare monster encounters do not provide any bonus when broken. So it's like these little skull emojis, these dead-ass
You can
ones.
track the bosses you've smashed on your map, with each granting you added physical damage.
188, 250. So you're going to be full ramp by the end of the campaign, then.
Facebreaker provides offensive and defensive benefits for stacking up strength, so you can become a true face-breaking powerhouse.
Leave it for me.
I mean, just check this out. Hammer of the Gods? How about Fist of the Gods?
Boom! Oh,
You'll be able to torment minds with the Auspex and break faces with Facebreaker as unique items in Return of the Ancients.
That'll be $300, thanks. All right. Guys, yeah, that looks pretty sick. I kind of like it. It's kind of like almost like an Onigoroshi. Mixed with like a, strength stack. Some sort of, the face breaking mechanic. Like you're powering up as you go through the campaign. But then it's not. But then you still have that in-game ramp of just getting multiplicative damage per strength, right? It's just straight damage multiplier. One unarmed damage. What does that equal to? 188 to 252. I wonder, does that square? That's probably not going to scale with quality, right? No, it won't, because armor will increase the defenses. It will not increase the physical damage. This is some weird fuck. I wonder if is there some runes that you can interact with this? Hollow Palm for Maces. Yo, log in, man. I mean, if I drop these early game, bro, who knows? I definitely would consider rolling around this. Although you don't get a fucking shield, do you? Can attack us using a one-handed mace while both of your hand slots are empty. So you gotta have no. So you don't get a shield at all. So it's like using a two-handed weapon.
Added physical damage.
I don't know, man. That's pretty fucking cool. Just use it for hollow palm. It's for mace stuff, bro. Like hollow palm. Yeah, so this is literally just a mace version of hollow palm, isn't it? Can attack. They're using. It's like the same exact wording. Fair enough, though. What if you do both? Well, you could switch between. You could switch between both, right? I mean, I don't know. What do you think? You think, okay, unarmed attacks that would use a quarterstaff stat. So that thing is that would use. Let me just check here. Unarmed attacks that would use an equipped one-handed mace. Oh, one-handed mace specifically. Unarmed attacks that would use your quarterstaff damage gain. No, it doesn't stack. Yeah, of course it doesn't. It's just campaign bosses ramping. Well, the thing is, you get. So it's like Onigoroshi. You get to ramp as you go through the campaign, so it scales with you. So you could, like, as you play the game, it scales with you. And then once you get to end game, well, then your new thing that scales is the strength. So then you stack strength. So you've got scaling both ways. And it means you don't have to use a weapon. So you don't, your weapon slot solved. Yeah, it is 3 item slots. The damage would have to be, it would have to be really good, right? You're losing, a lot. Let's be real. If the damage isn't broken, it's not going to be worth it, is it? But who cares? It's cool. Hopefully the damage is balanced to be, like, quite high. You see how fast that rolling slam was? Yeah, when he attacked, it was pretty good. Yeah, can that be upgraded? It is a low-level unique. I mean, theoretically, all uniques can be upgraded based on the wording. But then that's like a scaling unique that scales up, and I don't know. We're gonna have to find out. We're gonna have to find out, chap. That's what we're gonna have to do. I think it's just, the trick is to wait and see, right?